Today, I'll be interviewing both my dad and my sister for their opinions on video games. I will be asking them the questions, what is your opinion on violent video games and their opinions on being addicted to video games. I'm asking these questions to them so we can have two separate views on opinions on video games.
Hi, I'm Sophia. I'm 13 years old and I'm in grade 7.
What's your opinion on violent video games and video games as a whole?
Well, for me, I think that video games have grown up with our generation since our parents and grandparents have created them. Video games are going to be a part of our life. They do help children escape from the real world based off of personal experience. It really depends on the violent video games because, yes, children, you admit it, children these days are very advanced for their age. I'm in grade 7 and I see people acting like they're 16 years old. Well, when my brother plays Mortal Kombat, I can't watch it because it's really kind of traumatizing, and it could be traumatizing or triggering to other people. But if you ask someone else that like actually plays this game and they're like the same age as me, 13, they probably can handle these video games. But it really bases off of the person who's playing it.
Thanks for your insight. Now for the second. What's your opinion on being addicted to video games?
Well, video games are a part of our generation, and it is very common for people right now because we are online, and because of COVID, a lot of people have gotten addicted to it. It happens. I don't think it's that right, even though I'm sure every single child is guilty of it or will be guilty of it sooner or later. They should. I feel like if you're addicted but still can get good grades and you still have some self-control, then it would be okay. But if you don't have any of that and someone's constantly telling you to like get off, then that's where you have a problem and you need to talk to someone.
Hello, my name's Ron. I'm 47 years old and I work in the manufacturing industry.
What's your opinion on violent video games and video games as a whole?
On violent video games, it depends on your age and how you grew up. Some people, even if they're younger, I know they play these violent games, but it doesn't affect them at all. And then some younger one, it'll affect them more. They'll think it's real, like they'll get into the game and try this stuff. So as a whole, for younger kids, I would say it depends on the child itself, and that they know that the game is not real, and that's not how real life happens. Video games as a whole, I find, is entertaining for all ages, even myself. That's older. I still play video games because it's a chance to get away from reality and stress. And younger generation, it's the same thing. Just to get away, I know there's a lot more pressure. It seems when the kids now than when I grew up. So it's a good gateway to escape reality.
Now, for my next question, what's your opinion on addiction to video games?
Uh, Addiction is tough. There's a lot of different addictions out there. For video games, it can get really serious, especially for children, because they're in school and their homework and things would suffer if all they think about is video games and that's all they ever talk about and nothing else, which detracts from their social life and being outside because they're inside all the time. Uh, And for older addiction, for anything, is not a good thing. It has to be curbed, and you have to regulate how much you're actually playing.
Thank you to my dad and my sister for helping me with this, and thank you for watching.
Fatality. Sub-Zero wins.
Question.